Hello everyone, welcome to a lecture series of financial management. So today is lecture number 25. In this new lecture for financial management, today we will concentrate on an important concept of a cash management. So we will understand what is the cash management and what are the different objectives of cash management. So if you see in this lecture of a cash management, first we will see what is the main concept behind the cash management. So if you see the slide, yes, this is the slide. So the concept and object of a cash management. So as you very much familiar with the term cash, the cash is nothing but a money which is required for to fulfill the day to day or daily expenses of any organization. So management of that cash is very important. So unless and until this management of cash is not done smartly, so it becomes very difficult for any owner or any financial manager of that company to run the daily activity of that company smoothly. So management of cash is very important. So generally in technical terms, we can say the cash is nothing but, we can say it is a liquid asset, isn't it? So it is the most liquid asset that any business owner it has. So generally it includes the money and such instrument, or apart from that money we have the other instrument, just like a checks, we have a money orders, or we have a bank draft is there, we can say DD, demand draft is there. So these are some kind of an liquid asset, we can say. So instead of a hard cash, so that money it may be in form of a check, money orders, or bank draft. So cash in the business enterprise, it may be compared to as the blood in the human body. So as you know, if the blood is not there in the human body, so it becomes very difficult to each and every organ to function properly. So to have proper functioning of every organ of human body, there need to be a regular supply of a blood from heart, isn't it? So in the same way, for any organization or in any industry, if there is no proper flow of a cash, or if there is no proper flow of a money for to perform the day to day routine activity of that organization, then it takes a very small time to collapse that organization or to collapse that industry. So for proper functioning of each and every activity in that organization, the cash or the money, it plays an very important role, just like an blood in the human body. So the blood gives the life, it gives the strength to the human body, and the cash imports life and strength in the same way. So the profit and the solvency to the business organization, it can be gained only by the mode of, or only by the means of money, or we can say by the means of cash. So though any firm or any organization, it differs in a considerably degree in terms of nature of business, or it may differ in terms of a capital structure, or it may differ in terms of a personal employed, or risk technology is there, and so on. Different factors are there. So they have in common the basic mechanism involving conversion of funds into sellable products and back into liquid form. So this type of a conversion, it has to be followed in any organization. So what is that conversion? So it includes the mechanism of involving conversion of funds into sellable products. So the funds it get converted into a product which can be sellable, and back conversion of that product into a liquid form. So liquid form is nothing but a liquid asset. So liquid asset is nothing but a money, isn't it? So any industry or any organization, they make the or take the help of a money to generate a product or to product, and after selling that product again they gain a profit in terms of a money, isn't it? So if I invest 100 rupees to manufacture one kind of a product, being as an owner of that company, so after selling that product at least I can expect 150 rupees from that product. So the net profit from that product, it will be a 50 rupees. So what it involves a mechanism of converging that fund into a sellable product, and that sellable product again it converted back into a liquid form. So liquid form is nothing but a cash. So cash in its ultimate state, it yields it gives a returns in terms of money. So cash is needed by any organization or by a firm to meet its transaction, yeah, again to meet its precautionary and the speculative requirement. So the firm with a generous amount of a cash can readily pay the bill and take the advantage of trade discount. So if any organization, if any firm, if they have a money or they have a cash with a surplus amount, they can take the advantages of different things, and in that most thing is what they can take the advantage of discount, trading discount. So besides, ample cash is helpful to meet the unexpected advertises and useful to exploit the favorable opportunities that may come along from time to time. So in addition to that, further, the credit standing of the firm with sufficient stock of a cash is strengthened. So by using this cash management technique, one can strengthen the stock of the cash. So by keeping any excess stock of a cash is largely a waste of any excess stock of a cash is largely waste of resources, because it is an non-earning asset and the firm will be failing to maximize its profit at the cost of high liquidity. So if on another hand, if we say more and more cash is put to profitable use, the firm liquidity will be impairing, causing the firm to lose the benefit of cash discount. Again, you can say liberal loans from the bank and easy supplies from the reputable suppliers. So this thing one have to keep into the mind while managing the cash. So if the more and more cash is you can put to a profitable use, the liquidity of the firm it may get impaired, and it may lead to, or it may lose the benefit of cash discount. So a control of a cash position, it becomes a very vital aspect of a financial management of a firm. So there should be a balance between cash and cash demanding activities operation, or we can say a capital additional. So many things are there. So a proper trade-off between the cash and cash demanding activities, it has to be properly managed by a financial manager or the owner of that company. So objective of the cash management are to make the most effective use of funds on other hand, or on one hand, and they accelerate the inflow and deaccelerate the outflow of a cash on another hand. So this thing one have to keep into mind very firmly, that a cash manager or a financial manager, you have to take the or you have to make the use of the effective funds very effectively or very smartly, so that all the activities of or daily activities of the firm will get fulfilled. And on another hand, you have to take the care that there should be an inflow of the cash, but the outflow of the cash, it should be very less. So one has to take the care that the acceleration or the generating of a funds, that we can say the inflow of a cash in firm, it is very important as compared to outflow of a cash. If you see the objectives, in the objective are what? To build the image of a credit worthiness. So the company have to keep the prestige or keep the image of his own company into a market. So for that, they have to firstly they have to show their creditability in the market. They have to gain the trust of the customer by putting some kind of a very good examples or in front of a in society, so that there should be a trustiness in the mind of the customer. So if you take, there are so many examples are there in our India we can give, so that we have a trustiness. They have created an image of worthiness in the mind of a society. Just like, and we can take an example of a Reliance, we can take the example of a Tata, we can take the example of a Birla, we can take the example of a Bajaj. So they have created the trustiness in the society. They have built a very good image in the mind of a people. The second one is that to earn on cash balance. So that is also a very important thing. So earn on cash balance, again, to build reservoirs for net cash inflows till the availability of better uses of funds by conscious planning. So conscious planning is very important to have a cash inflows. So a good manager is only one who focuses mainly on the cash inflows, and he develop or he build some kind of a reservoirs at the difficulty times, so that money or that cash, it can be get utilized for the at the very critical stage of that organization. So there should be a conscious planning that the inflow of that cash, it is kept in much more, while the outflow of the cash, it is deaccelerated. So for that, it requires a proper planning, a smart planning of a financial manager. It has to be done. Next one is what? The minimizing the operating cost of cash management. So a cash management, it requires some kind of an cost is required. So for that, some kind of a fund, it has to be raised by the organization. So the main objective of cash management is what? To minimize this operating cost of cash management, so that the company, they can gain a profit at the end. Next, what? To satisfy the day-to-day business requirement. So as you know, any business or any organization, they have to fulfill their daily requirement, their small requirements, and for that we need a cash. So to if the inflow of that company is much more as compared to outflow, then it becomes very easy to fulfill all this daily requirement of the business and to satisfy the daily requirement of the business. So by doing this, by doing the proper planning of this cash management, stress on the financial manager or a stress on the owner of that company, it will get reduced. Next one is what? To provide for scheduled major payment. So some, in many organization, they required a huge amount of payment is required So to have that fulfillment of the payment on monthly basis, the organization they have to do a proper cash management or money management. It has to be done properly so that the customer or the employer of that company they get satisfied if they get money, or if they get a salary on the on monthly basis properly. So for that a cash management is very important. The next one is what? To face the unexpected cash drains. So that if the proper planning of the organization related to cash management is not there, then what happens? The company may face a drain of the cash. The cash it may get drained, or it may get utilized into such kind of a thing which is not necessary or which is not profitable to that company. So if the company goes on investing in such kind of a thing, or in such kind of projects where the proper future is not there, then obviously there will be a drain of a cash. So this can be avoided if one have a proper management of cash. So next one is what? The seize potential opportunity for profitability long term investment. So the potential opportunities for profitability long term investment, it has to be get seized. So that is the main that is also, or that can be a main objective of a cash management. Second task is what? To meet the requirement of bank relationship. So any bank, they, or any industry or any firm, they have to keep a very good relationship with the bank, to a bank. So for example, if they take a loan from a bank, then they have to fulfill all the documentary or all the legal process. They have to follow all the protocols of that bank company, and at the end, after taking the loan or after taking the money from that bank, they have to pay the interest, and they have to pay the interest, as well as they have to pay or repay the money in a proper time. So then and then only they can generate a trust, they can create a trust in the society, and bank they can give a loan for further uh, improvement or further growth of that company in future. So there should be a good relationship, there should be a uh, good, or there should be a proper relationship of the bank owner as well as between the firm of that company. And last one is what? The cash inflow, to ensure that the cash is flowing in and the flowing out as per the plan. So as I said, the prime requirement of any firm or any organization is that the cash inflow it should be accelerated, whereas the cash outflow it should be deaccelerated for proper growth of that company. But there should be a proper planning, or there should be a proper throughput between the cash inflow as well as the cash outflow. So there should be some proper plan, and that plan it has to be get set into a financial budget, or you can say into a working capital budget of the year. So this thing that one have to take into a consideration while doing any kind of a cash management. So these are the things that we have to take into a consideration, why the objective of a cash management. So in this today's lecture, we have seen what is the concept of a cash management, what is the importance of a cash management in any firm, and how this cash management it can be, or what are the objectives of a cash management that we have seen. So cash management it plays a very important role in any organization uh, for its smooth working. So this is for today's lecture. In next lecture we will see what is the receivable management or management of receivables we will see, and if possible we will see what is the cash budget and its objective. So till then, thank you.